everyone, my name is Laranya and I am a Books author. So from now on, I am going to recite you the stories I have written on my own and the stories I once recited to my friend Charmander. So I am going to ask my friend that which story should I recite to all of you today. So my dear friend Charmander, which story should I recite my friends today? Alright, let me tell you. You want to tell me in the year? Okay, you mean the first story I recited to you. So, my dear friends, he wants me to recite you the story that I once recited to him. So, let's get started with the story and let me tell you the name. Lily Edhart and the Pumpkin Devil is the name of the book I have written on my own, the name of the story. So, let's get started. Legend says that on every Halloween, the sun and the stars turn black and there is nothing shining in space. This is the sign of the return of the pumpkin monster, also known as the devil of Halloween. So dear readers, turn the page to listen to the haunted adventure of Lily Edhart. I was having fun with my friends. They dressed into colorful and scary costumes. I was talking to my friends who are Arav and Arna. Arna dressed into a mummy costume. Arav dressed into a ghost costume, and I was dressed into my favorite costume, a witch's costume. So I was talking to my friends when suddenly I heard a scary sound. I said, "Who goes there?" The voice echoed and said, "Lily Edhart, go back to your house. It is dangerous for you." The voice echoed again and vanished into thin air. Now I told my friends to go back home. They all said goodbye to me and went home. I also went, and when I reached, I started researching on my laptop and I got to know the legend I mentioned you recently. I felt really curious and started researching on my laptop and started writing the information I needed. This next day, I went to the library with my laptop because I had to research a lot more. I got the books I needed to find the information and started reading. I also borrowed a few of them and took them when it was nightfall. Before going inside the house, I went to my personal tree house and revised all the information I had collected from the library. I thought it could be handy at any part of the mystery because even a tiniest dot can join the whole puzzle and solve the mystery. After the never-ending lecture of science, which was about photosynthesis, I went home, I changed my clothes and started reading the books I had borrowed from the library and had gathered some more information. I'm really good at solving mysteries. I'm just telling you. In the library, I was really thirsty, so I went to the water purifier. When I got to the idea of solving the mystery, I straight away went to my desk and joined all the dots. And when the dots joined, I was so happy that I screamed. The librarian threw me out of the library because I screamed a lot. And well, now I don't need to read those rusty books anymore. But reading them is really interesting because I'm really interested in old history books. Dear readers, I'm telling you, try to read books because they are really important. They improve our speaking skills, and I also got to know where I could meet this monster. I had to go to the graveyard. I had to touch the grave, which is located in the west direction towards the moon. When I touched that grave, it was located in the west direction. A zombie appeared and almost let my soul out of my body. I was so scared. The zombie smiled and said, "Go in the grave and meet my boss, Lily." I went inside. I saw King Dracula with his kids who were a girl and a boy. They all gave me a grin and said, "Nice to meet you, Lily." I said, "I want to meet the pumpkin monster Dracula." He said, "Follow the moonlight to reach my boss." I followed the moonlight till I met the spiders. They said, "Welcome to the world of Halloween, Lily, where Halloween is throughout the year and there is sorrow everywhere." I said, "Where will I find the pumpkin monster?" It said, "Go and follow the web until you reach a castle. That's where you will find my boss, the pumpkin monster." I followed the webs until I found this old castle. Well, it was not so beautiful than my last adventure's castle, but it was not that bad. I went inside the palace, hence to my shock, it was the pumpkin monster waiting for me, smiling and grinning. I said, "Go away, you creep." Then he said, "Lily, I won't hurt you. Just do not go inside the palace." I pushed him and said, "Why?" Then he said, "Because you are in danger. You should go to your home immediately." He then explained the whole story to me, that he was kicked out of the palace because he had provided some food to the people of the Halloween kingdom. And he was given this rusty old castle which was really small for him. He could not even cook a small meal in it. I felt really sorry for him. He was actually a really caring monster. Then I thought a monster he would be. I said, "I will get your space in the palace back, pumpkin monster." I talked to the king and queen instantly and they apologized, and the pumpkin monster became really happy. Before going back, he said, "I owe you one, Lily." I said, "It was nothing, pumpkin monster. I came back to my house even before my mother could wake me up. When she woke me up, I said, this was the best experience ever, even if it was a dream." So, dear readers, bye until my next adventure. Regards, Lily Edhart. So, this is my story, and bye until my next video. Bye, everyone.